Yeah, I think we touched on this subject a little bit in our first stream too, but I think it's really important to bring it back up here, right? Um, I think you would talk to a lot of people out there right now about the good that the government does and not causing harm, and whether they're our age or older, but mostly our age, a lot of people might disagree with that, right?
Sure.
Like a lot of people might see the government as causing a lot of harm right now. So how do you overcome that? How do you connect with your community, and how do you, you know, start working with people in government today that might have not that anybody is out there insistently trying to cause harm, right? But those viewpoints could be. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Sure. It is very important to be honest. And there is a tremendous amount of negative impact that this centralization of power has led to. Now, I'd argue that there is less individual blame to place than most people feel. I think it's very hard to point to an individual politician who didn't do or say a thing that we like and say you individually are a cause of harm. But I also believe that we need to be held accountable. I hope that through the course of, whatever my political career turns out to be, that I am always open to accountability, that I am always willing to hear somebody's side of the story and the impact of those decisions. So, on a personal level, I think that's really important.
Yeah.
I think we have to acknowledge the harm that certain decisions within our government have led to.
Yeah.
There are ideological disagreements that lead us to do things with cascading impact. And if we aren't responsible for those, and if we aren't accountable to the impacts of those decisions, we're not going to learn. I've talked all today about like mistakes that I've made and bad decisions and environments that have led me to do and say and believe things that I ultimately, in reflection, realized I didn't. I think in the same way, our leaders need to be held accountable, and they need to be recognized for their faults, for their mistakes.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get past those things. But let me talk about what I want to see in the future, right?
Yeah.